Good evening and thanks so much for joining us. I'm Liz Bryant. Nearly 24 men and women land behind bars. Heavy rains are threatening to overtake homes and closing highways in Newton as well as McDonald counties. Tiffany, departments throughout Jasper County are having to get inventive with all of this snow, and even the city of Joplin is pulling employees from other departments to drive snowplow vehicles. Now, we do know this is breaking news at this time. The military explosive device was an M22 launch simulator. We all know the magnitude of Sunday's EF5 tornado, but just to put it in perspective, this is where Jasper County Support Services building once stood. Clear across the street, you can see what is left of Mark's van. You are a Neosho resident and want to know if you are now considered in or out of the floodplain zone. Just stop by City Hall anytime and they will let you view the maps. Tiffany, you're exactly right. The warmer weather and St. Patrick's Day celebrations are both great reasons to come on down here to downtown Main Street of Joplin. And I am joined by Patty Roberts, accused of multiple robberies in Neosho, Nebraska and Iowa. All of his plane's gauges drastically dropped as the engine had just died. Kyle's wife Amanda was performing a wing walking stunt at the time. It's a blasting for a simple sewer line that went all wrong, and now there's damage to residents' homes and vehicles as well as an injured worker. They are packed in here, Tony. Cardinal and Tiger fans have been camping out since 4 this morning. And while the adults played hooky all day at work, the students were gearing up for tonight's rivalry. Residents must turn in those right of entry forms by June 15th. Now, if you missed the deadline, cleanup becomes your own responsibility. Cared for thousands of babies, and she's always had a special place for children born affected by drugs and alcohol. However, one patient has forever captured her heart. The school nurse at Anderson Elementary mixed up her students, giving the wrong kindergartner the ADHD medication. Robin Crippen told me the hardest part is imagining what her neighbors will now think of her. The last time Robin saw Michael was Monday morning, and that evening she found a note from him saying he had to turn himself into the police. After 5 days of searching, the body of 18-year-old Will Norton is found. His family says they are finding comfort in prayer and knowing exactly where he is.
Beautiful face of this absolutely perfect child.
With a tear-stained face, Tracy Pressler says today her family is celebrating the life of her nephew, Will Norton.
Always happy, very religious, had tons of friends. He was going to be going to Chapman for film school.
Just minutes after this photo was taken, the 18-year-old's life was taken in an instant. Will and his father, Mark, were driving home from his Joplin High School graduation. They were less than a quarter mile away from their house when they saw the twister and decided to pull over.
And Will started reciting scripture and verses, and Mark held him as tight as he could until the wind just tore him out of the sunroof from him, which is why my brother, we found out his arm's broken. We found out recently, as well as his whole upper bicep is shredded, but he held on to him until he possibly couldn't anymore. So he's feeling really bad about that.
Members of the water rescue team discovered Will's body in a pond off Schifferdecker between 26th and 30th. The pond is located across the street from where the Norton's car was found.
Can't tell you how difficult it was for us as a family to be out there searching every day and being worried that we would miss him and that we would have passed by him.
More than 150 volunteers searched for the joyful teen since Sunday. The family is now encouraging those volunteers to aid in the search for the 100 others who are still missing.
I still can't believe you're gone.
Funeral arrangements will be made at a later date as Will's dad faces several surgeries and he does want to be able to attend his son's funeral.
All of the paint, cleaning supplies, and Weed Be Gone that you once used inside and outside of your home might now be seeping into the soil around the piles of rubble. Liz Bryant took action today to see what the Environmental Protection Agency is doing about this contamination, Liz.
Tiffany, they are doing something. There are 5 EPA teams touring neighborhoods to pick up items from the curb. It is just the first step in protecting Joplin.
Most of the products in your home can be flammable, they can be toxic.
Contractors with the Environmental Protection Agency are moving down Alabama Street and all the roads in between to sort paint cans, window washer fluid,
Extra ammonia,
and appliances.
We want to keep that stuff out of the landfill.
EPA officials say the more aerosols they collect now, the less future impact to Joplin's environment.
Okay guys, we're done with this one.
Workers then take products to this site. Some materials will be used by vendors while other items will be disposed of at at a hazardous waste treatment facility.
And our goal is to try to recycle as much of this stuff as we can.
But it's been 17 days and some damage is already done.
If we had large spills, we could have some impacts as far as groundwater contamination, just soil contamination, exposure to people.
But the impact from all the chemicals is not yet known.
What we were tasked to do.
FEMA specifically assigns federal agencies on task. Therefore, EPA officials can only do as they're told.
We haven't had the opportunity to assess if this thing is adding up. We don't know what's there because there's so much debris right now.
Now, if you would like to take your household waste to the collection site, it is located at 2310 North Elm Road in Joplin. And the EPA is taking air quality samples. Tiffany, they say right now everything is fine. We experienced a very comfortable day across the KSN viewing area. Sunshine as well as pleasant daytime temperatures. Partly cloudy skies tonight. No rain in the KSN viewing area, although that could change in a matter of 24 hours. 8 a.m. a temperature of 47 degrees. Chilly in the morning, increasing cloud cover throughout the day. 62 by 5 p.m. That limited amount of moisture means a chance of isolated showers as early as Monday evening all the way till Tuesday early in the daytime. Freeman First Alert Doppler radar. No rain currently, just partly cloudy skies out there, making for a great Halloween evening, especially those pleasant temperatures out there, not too chilly. Topping our weather headlines, we are going to experience a cold front push through our area tonight, and it's going to drop those temperatures by about 10 degrees for a daytime high. Now, this is going to get us back to a normal daytime high of 65. We are also going to see another cool down Thursday. Daytime temperatures are going to be only in the mid to upper 50s. We're going to be back up into the 70s tomorrow. Not quite as warm as we were today, about 70 to 73 degrees for a daytime high. 54 in Joplin at 8 p.m. on Sunday, 55 in Grove, 55 in Northwest Arkansas and Bentonville. Radar satellite composite the past 12 hours. We've had some high cirrus clouds in the KSN viewing area. Nothing to inhibit that abundant sunshine as we all experienced today. It was a very, very pleasant day. Now there is some precipitation out in the to the west of us in the plains, as well as increased cloud cover. This is because of an upper level low disturbance. It will be making its way through to our area in the next coming days.